Hey, yo, what's good with it, y'all? It's your boy, Mistah Wilson. You are now tuned in to Wilson Block 100 Radio. And today, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to talk about something that, you know, is a little odd. Might seem a little odd to hear, you know what I'm saying? And it's why I want to be depressed. You know what I'm saying? The beauty in depression. You know what I'm saying? Now, first, you know what I'm saying, I just want to let y'all know, you know what I'm saying, I covered this topic back in the Wilson Block magazine, issue 9. You know what I'm saying? And the theme of that was beauty and depression. And I'm going to go ahead and talk about, you know what I'm saying, why I want to be depressed. You know what I'm saying? So for those who don't know, you know what I'm saying, if you haven't heard any of my other episodes, or if you just don't know the story of a young Michael Taylor or a Mistah Wilson, you know what I'm saying? Just want to let y'all know, you know what I'm saying, I was born and raised in foster care, you know what I'm saying? I've been on psych meds, you know what I'm saying? I've been through it, you know what I mean? Been through juvenile hall, been through camp. I've seen damn near everything but the penitentiary, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, growing up, I've always had, you know, first off, you know what I mean, I'm a heroin baby, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I could have, my parents had some of that in their system, and so, you know, that's where I come from, you know what I mean? That's how, you know, I was born with it, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, growing up, you know what I'm saying, I wouldn't really say I was depressed as a kid, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I was too young to identify with it, but, you know, I wouldn't be, if you ask me, I wasn't depressed, you know what I'm saying? However, you know, as I grew older, you know what I'm saying, my depression became, you know what I'm saying, a little more serious, you know what I'm saying, as the years grew older. As I grew older, I started to become more serious. It started to become more serious, and that's because, you know, every year I got older, I got a little more exposed to the world, and slowly but surely, my innocence will be snatched away by the harsh realities of this world, you know what I'm saying? And in some senses, I'm a late bloomer, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't smoke weed till high school, you know what I'm saying? I didn't lose my virginity till I was already like 18, you know what I mean? Shit like that, you know what I mean? So, you know, I want to talk about why I want to be depressed, you know what I'm saying? First and foremost, you know what I'm saying? You know, I want to be depressed because when I'm isolated, you know what I'm saying? I'm an introvert, first off, but when I'm isolated, it puts me in control of my own thoughts and space. You know what I'm saying? Now, as an introvert, you know what I'm saying? If I go around a whole bunch of extroverts, man, it's just a whole bunch of just talk. You know what I'm saying? A whole bunch of, like, quote unquote, useless information. You know what I'm saying? That comes in and out of their mouth. And, you know, I don't need that in my psyche. You know what I'm saying? I don't need just a whole bunch of just useless information. You know what I mean? Running through my brain. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, people don't think like me, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of hard for me to engage socially in a social environment, you know what I'm saying? And feel comfortable, you know? When I'm isolated, you know what I'm saying, I'm in control of my thoughts and space, you know what I mean? So if I want to think about something, if I want to think things through, or if I want to, you know, just, you know, do a podcast, or if I want to, you know, spend some time with myself, you know what I'm saying? Being alone, being isolated gives me empowerment, you know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying it's all the way healthy, you know what I'm saying, to stay isolated, you know what I'm saying? But by being in control of my thoughts and space, you know what I'm saying, I can work through my emotions, you know what I'm saying? I can work through my frustrations and the things that, you know what I'm saying, I'm pondering on, you know what I mean? I'm in control of my thoughts and space, you know what I'm saying? When I'm depressed, you know what I'm saying, the reason why I like to go to depression, right? The reason why I seek depression is because when I'm depressed, it's a familiar place. You know what I'm saying? Nobody likes uncertainty. You know what I'm saying? Everyone wants some type of idea of how things are going to be. You know what I mean? Even though things in life don't always go as planned, you know, being in that familiar place provides a sense of safety and security. You know what I'm saying? I can be here because I know here, no one's going to harm me. No one's going to judge me, for, you know, the way that I think, or the way that I live, or the way that I look. And just things like that. You know what I'm saying? I choose to be depressed because through depression is where I find my power. You know what I'm saying? When I'm by myself, you know what I'm saying, I'm the king of my own country. You know what I'm saying? But when I come around everyone else, you know what I'm saying, I'm reduced to a dummy. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just another face in the crowd. You know what I mean? So I don't like to go around and this is something that I've just kind of, you know, put together on myself. It's like, I don't like to go to places where I'm not being celebrated. You know what I'm saying? And I hope that doesn't sound like egotistical, but me being the person that I am with so much to give and so much to offer the world, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like, no one, if you haven't recognized the potential that I have, then there's nothing that I need to see or hear about I don't need to see or hear what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Because I have yet to be discovered. You know what I'm saying? And another thing is like, the world, you know what I'm saying? There's so many issues going on, and it's like, what do we do? You know what I'm saying? And everyone's, everyone's tripping over everyone's opinion about shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm looking at it like, shit, the world going through all this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, I got issues with myself to hash out. You know what I'm saying? And, that's really where I've been trying to start. You know what I mean? And, by being, depressed, you know what I'm saying, I think is a result of being on psych meds, you know what I'm saying, growing up being neglected, you know what I'm saying, and rejected, you know what I'm saying, nobody wanting me, you know what I'm saying, girls not talking to me, you know what I'm saying, I've had my times where I was bullied, you know what I'm saying, I mean, not, when I was bullied, it was really because they were much bigger and stronger. It was never really because I was on some bitch ass shit, you know what I'm saying, but, bullying was never a big part of, you know what I'm saying, my struggle as a kid, you know what I mean? I'm real fortunate as a foster kid to have gone through some of the heinous things, you know what I'm saying, that have been done to a lot of foster kids, you know what I'm saying? And not to say that it was an easy road for me, because it wasn't in the least, you know what I'm saying? But, there's certain things that have been spared. I've been spared, you know what I mean? And I thank the Lord for, you know what I'm saying, giving me a way out through foster care. And again, that's something else I'll talk about in another topic, another day. But growing up, you know what I'm saying, being exposed to the harsh realities of life, looking at the world around you, observing, analyzing everything, you know what I'm saying, it's like, how can I develop a desire to live, right? A desire to pursue my future, right? To embrace a future, right? If I look left, I look right, I look up, I look down, and I just see the world dying. You know what I'm saying? I see, you know what I'm saying, like so much negativity around me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if I'm positive, who's going to be positive for me? You know what I'm saying? And then, with all of this stuff that I internalize as an introvert, you know what I'm saying, and being isolated, there's suppressed emotions, you know what I'm saying? And after a while, these suppressed emotions have to be released some way, and they have to be released, you know what I'm saying? And I've gotten to a point where I've had a few breakdowns, you know what I'm saying, mental breakdowns, to where I just lost control, you know what I mean? And it almost landed me in prison, you know what I'm saying? So, as a man, you know what I mean, I've been learning to, and I've gotten better at it, controlling my passions, you know what I'm saying? Guiding the ambition that surges through me, you know what I mean? So, I can make the most of my time and effort, you know what I mean? And inspire people along the way. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just being overlooked, you know what I'm saying? Not being, acknowledged or recognized for the bare minimums, you know what I'm saying? Or just for me being who I am, you know what I'm saying? And all of these things attribute to why I want to be depressed, because when I'm in that space and I'm by myself, you couldn't tell me that I'm a bad guy. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't tell me that I'm not good enough. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't tell me that, you know what I mean, I don't have what it takes. You know what I'm saying? And so, being depressed, there's power in it, you know what I'm saying? But it's never healthy to stay isolated. You know what I'm saying? Do not remain isolated. You know what I mean? Seek out some type of intervention with somebody, find some type of outlet or coping skill to help you, you know what I'm saying, balance everything out, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying, that's just me, you know what I'm saying? That's why I want to be depressed. That's the beauty in depression. And again, I just want to, share that for any mental health specialists, any staff, group home workers, social workers, administrators, what have you, anybody working with at-risk youth, the transitional age population, or anybody that's, you know what I'm saying, worked with kids that have been diagnosed with things like ADHD or been on psych meds or anything like that. The whole mental health spectrum, you know what I'm saying, is who I'm speaking to. And I hope that my videos can give you some type of insight into the life and minds of, you know, the kids who go through these things. So, you know, I just want to thank you for listening. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy, Mistah Wilson, Wilson Block 100 Radio. You know what I'm saying? I'm just, you know, I took my story and I'm making it something, you know what I'm saying? So I can grow from it, and I can inspire others in the process, and we can all just grow, you know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all check out the Wilson Block magazine. Every time you buy an issue or subscribe, you're supporting local artists. The wilsonblock.net is the site. Please make sure you subscribe to my YouTube, and make sure y'all tune in for new episodes, man. It's your boy, Mistah Wilson, Wilson Block 100 Radio, son. We out.